Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second 80s Metal Bar. I'm Haley, and for today's class, weight's optional, 1 to 2 pounds or less. And that's it. So let's start our playlist and meet me on the mat. We're going to start seated today. If you want this Spotify playlist, it's available in the description of the video. So, finding any seat on your mat. Close your eyes if you want to, and start to take a couple deep breaths. Turning inward for a moment, just really letting yourself arrive. Maybe you roll the shoulders a little bit. And now the other way. Keep breathing. Every time you inhale, imagine the spine gets a little bit longer. And on exhales, you start to find support through your belly muscles. Arms are going to reach up, big breath in. And right hand comes down, left arm up and over. Take another breath in, turn your rib cage up to the sky, and breathe out. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down the other side. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale again. Inhale, reach. This time we're twisting to the right. So using your belly muscles only, fingertips are light. Take another breath in, long spine here. And exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Twisting to the left. Exhale. Inhale, long spine right here. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, roll over the shins. Find your tabletop. So we'll just move through some cat and cows here. So drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, tuck under. Start to go at your own pace. We're just waking up the spine. Now you can start to go like lateral cat and cow, moving side to side. You could hip circle back through child's pose. You could take some barrel rolls of the torso. Whatever feels good, whatever's helpful to you today. Finish up another round of breath or two. Really long spine, pull the belly in more, curl the toes under, lift the knees an inch or two, tap one knee at a time. Knees are light. You're just finding a little bit of a twist through the belly. The body's going to move up and down a little bit, but try to minimize that. Keep the hands strong. Tuck the chin a little bit so the back of the neck gets long. Good. We're going 4 more. And right to downward dog. Walk it out. Shake the head. Move around. Right leg lifts up and back. We're going to step it through. Find your high lunge. Get settled. Strong. Hips are square to the wall in front of you. Reach up, get long, and then twist to the right. So you're twisting, you're using your core again. Thigh bones have to scissor together. Right hand could come to back of left thigh. Left arm reaches up. Good. Reach up. Tip forward. Warrior 3. Find some balance. Solidify the core. Point the back toe. Find tiny lifts there. And we're squeezing that left butt cheek so that we're not kicking up our leg too high. It's a controlled little push. Last 4. Last 2. And 1. Gently land back, toes down, reach up. And then hands come down to the mat, high plank. Downward dog, left leg up. And step it through, find that high lunge. Settle, move around if you don't like where you've put your legs. Reach up, get longer. Twist to the left. So long neck here, really trying to wring yourself out. Maybe left hand comes to back of right thigh. Reach up. Good. Unravel, reach up. Tip forward, warrior three. Any hand variation you like. Point the back toes. Then find your little lift right there. Really squeezing the bum. Core is nice and long. Neck is long. Good. 4, 2, and 1. Landing toes down. Arms sweep up. Hands down. High plank. Downward dog. Walk it out once again. Knees come down. Let's make our way to our back. Knees bent. Let knees fall to the left. So you are in a twist. Hand comes behind the head. We're going to crunch like this. So up and down. Find your beat. Don't go too fast yet. So we're keeping the chest open to the sky, trying to crunch through this twist. Starting to really wake up your right side lateral obliques. Not straining the neck. Hold yourself up, little tiny squeezes right there. Really contract. You have to really think about it, trying to fatigue those muscles. Last 4, 3, toe, lift and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Harder, harder, and let go. Come back through center. Let the legs fall to the other side. Same thing here. Find the work on this left side. Keep your elbows wide. Keep breathing. Maybe you start to exhale every time you lift. Good. Then hold yourself up. Tiny lifts there. Push, push. Really squeeze that side body. Let your head be heavy in your hands. 4, 3, 2, lift and hold and squeeze. Little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay back. We're going to rock up and down. Come to standing. We'll start with wide second. So step wide, heels in, toes out. Start with slow squats. So down for 2 counts and then up for 2 counts. But really try to get low. And it's like you're sliding down a wall. So you're not leaning forward. And we're really digging our heels in. So we're going to stay down this time. Find little pushes down. You can do whatever you want with your hands, right? Find something that works, but pull the belly in. You're very much upright. So let this start to burn. It's almost like you want to think about the back of the thighs too, wrapping them toward each other. Good, really push down though. See if you can get just a little bit lower. Good, nice long neck. 4, 3, 2, back to the big squats, up for 2 counts and down for 2 counts. Really important that you move to the tempo of your music. It really helps push you through when it gets hard. There's a lot of parts of barre that would be unbearable if you didn't move to the music. Hold it down low, right? Heel lifts and lowers. So how much more can you push down through the left foot and the right toes? Like activate the toes. It's almost like you're gripping the mat with them. Get the hips down a little bit lower. 4, 3, 2, we're going to hold that heel up, gliding right and center. So this isn't about how far you can travel, it never is. It's about pushing and then pulling, push, pull. Use your legs to help create that work and then get the hips down lower. Letting it burn. See if you can settle. Close your eyes if you need to. 4. Keep breathing. Get a little lower. Last one. Heels down. Left heel lifts and lowers. So the harder this gets, the more we're here, the more people start to tip forward. So stay up. Really focus on that belly, drawing it in. Keep it going. We're almost done. 2 more, and then our glides. Okay, lift, glide, press. Find the work, lower the hips down, because after this, we're done with this thigh set. So you really want to go hard, go low. Keep breathing. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels lift, arms up, hips drop way down, heels lift higher. 4, 3, 2, coming up. Shake the legs out, back up to your wall. Slide down it. So I want legs all the way together. Shoulders over hips, knees right over the ankles. Lift one heel at a time. So this song is quick beat, short in length. So really push into the toes. Really draw yourself back toward the wall. Good. 8. Keep breathing. And both heels lift. Find a right hip bump. Right side only. So you're just squeezing your obliques. You're also squeezing your butt cheek and the hip a little bit. Whew. Really let those legs start to shake, get jello-y. You can set the heels down if you need to, like I just did. Really squeeze. So this is small. Like how much control can you get? Last 4, 3, breathe, and right into the other side. Seeing if you can isolate just that one little area in the body. Get those hips down low because they start to creep up when you get tired. Really push yourself back into the wall. Use your feet. Good. Last 4 here. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the heel lifts. Little slower this time. Navel draws back toward your spine, toward the wall. We're almost there. And both heels lift. Hips drop down, arms up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels down. Come on up. Shake it out. Let's do a little bit of plank. So arms sweep up. Take a big breath in. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale halfway. And we'll step it back to high plank. Set the knees down just for a sec. Right forearm comes down. Open up, forearm side plank. So bottom knee can be down if you want to modify it a little bit. Still hard, so do what you want. Hips are going to tap down and then lift. So the body is moving at kind of a slower pace. That's good. I want you to really settle into the work. And I want you to feel not just your right side, but the entire right side of the body working to lift you. Hips aren't tapping the mat really. Bones are stacked. Good. Last one, we're gonna hold it up. Little lifts here, go. Keep breathing. You really need that bottom. It's not just the elbow, it's the entire forearm that's pressing down into the mat. Tiny pushes. Keep breathing. Really squeeze and lift. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2. Top hand comes behind the head. Twist and up. Twist and up. So you're deciding how much you're twisting. Obviously, the more you twist, the harder it's going to be. Fingers light. They're not pressing your head. Let's do 2 more. And last one, bum comes down. Whew, swing it around. We'll do the other side. Then we'll be totally done with this. So bottom elbow right under the shoulder. Lift yourself up, hips stacked, tap and lift. So this beat is slow enough where you could unite your breath with movement. That can be helpful. So it's like inhale, exhale, in and out. Steady, really focus. Dig down deep and push through. You can do anything you want for a couple of minutes, right? Last two, last one, hold it up, tiny lifts. So barely visible on screen. Really squeeze your whole left side. Make sure the top hip isn't rolling back, it's stacked. Last 4, 3, 2, twisting, here we go, down. So now maybe it's exhaling to twist. Keep that bottom arm stable so you don't even have to think about it really. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1, bum comes down. Nice job. Coming to a seat. Arms reach up and hands clasp behind you. Let's roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. And then just like at the beginning of class, reach arms up, breathe in. Right hands down, left arm up and over. That should feel really good since we just worked those muscles. And then reach back up and other side. Barre is cool because it's like you work something really hard and then you take time to stretch that out, which is where the flexibility comes into it. Arms. So weight's optional. Finding any seat you like. I usually end up going on my shins for arms, but again, do what you want. You want to be able to have everything like tall, strong core, all of that. So keep that in mind. We're going to start with your weights, palms up. Upper arms are going to be glued to your side rib cage. Low belly lifts and pulls in, long neck. We're going to start with little platter arms. So push out for 2 counts and then back in for 2. The reason I ask that the upper arm stays squeezing in is so that you can really find that work, that push when the arms go out. So find that little resistance. And as always, no matter what you've chosen for weights, if anything, you're making this challenging. You have to do that. So focus, create that imaginary resistance, really push. Good, last one. And this time we're coming back out, hold it back, little push, push. So you're staying right in that working zone and you're pressing as hard as you can. Long neck, belly in. Make it hard. Start to find that burn. Last 4, 3, 2, palms come to face each other. We're going to open the arms only to shoulder height. 2 beats each way. We always start kind of slow. So now finding work here. So press, squeeze it in. You're either like holding on, squeezing onto your weights, or your fingers are reaching out beyond. You have this muscle called your serratus anterior, which is like wrapped around your rib cage right under your armpit. See if you can squeeze that for this. Breathe. Good, and hold it up right here. Forearms flip up. Slow. So by keeping the upper arms where they are, we're moving into rotator cuff. So really try to press back. Good. Fight to keep those upper arms shoulder height. Let's hold them up, little pushes back, push, push. This is truly going to be barely visible. You're pressing the back of your hands back. The tiniest little squeeze here. Last 4, 3, 2, arms come in and out. So in for 2 and out for 2. So as always, not everybody's elbows touch on the way in. Mine don't. You're still squeezing that way though. Like work there as if they did. And just every so often, make sure your hands, wrists are in line, because that's when you start to maybe get wrist injury or sensitivity, I would know. Good. Now hold them in as tight as you can, tiny lifts here. So it's not just a lift though, it never is. You're pushing, push, push. You're also trying to squeeze the arms together as much as you can. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold. Weights come down. Let's do a little triceps. So come to your bum, knees bent in front of you. Hands plant right outside the hips, fingers facing your body. Leaning back, we're gonna start with forearms actually touching the mat. Hug the belly in, heart lifts. Gonna push through the palms, like hard through the palms, just straighten the arms, lifting the heart. So finding triceps here. So we're gonna go down slow, up slow. Here we go. Find your beat. So 2 down, 2 up, 4 now. Going slow because I really want you to find the work here. It's like, it's not core, so don't think of this as sit up. It's tricep, back of the arms. So the more you can press, lean back into the hands, the better. Go slow, so you're gazing up high on the wall. Elbows are kind of squeezing toward each other so that they're parallel. Good, little faster. 1 beat each way. The more you can press into the base of the palms, the better. And really try to get those forearms down like they're hovering right above the mat. 4, breathe. 3, push hard. 2, last 1. We're lowering halfway, elbows squeeze in, squeeze in. Use this time to lean more weight back into your palms and lengthen the torso. So starting to feel those triceps really getting exhausted. It's all good. 4, 3, 2, back to those up and downs here. Push. Yeah. Don't be afraid to really get those forearms low. And we're breathing. Just a couple more like this. Up, press back. Last one, halfway down, little pulses here, push and push. Small, but like with everyone, you're pushing into the palm more and more. Fingers are actually kind of light. Keep those elbows squeezed together. Lean back, hold, squeeze them together. This is your finale. And straighten the arms, bum lifts an inch off the ground. Tiny bends of the elbows. Super small. Close your eyes if you need to. Bum's not touching the ground, but legs aren't really working or anything. This should be like really, really, really hard. You can do 8 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. Now lift the hips. So reverse tabletop or reverse plank, lifting the belly, push into the palms. Hold 4, 3, 2, and come down. Oh, okay. Shake the arms. Reach up overhead. Bend the arms, grab right elbow, lean to the left. And switch your grip. Let it go, shake it out, couple shoulder rolls. Let's do a little bit of a stretch, a low lunge stretch. So stepping right leg forward first, left leg back. Knee comes down. Sink the hips forward. Deepen your breath, make it slower, make it longer. Keep the chest open. Stretching out the left hip flexor. Hands climb up to the thighs, arms sweep up. Keep pressing hips forward. Get long through the torso, twist through the belly to the right, like we did earlier. And again, maybe you take hand to back of thigh, reach other arm up, pressing forward. Hands cartwheel down and around, hamstring stretch, square the hips, long spine, breathing to the back of the right leg. Move forward and back, low lunge to hamstring stretch, your pace, just a couple rounds. Meeting back in hamstring stretch. Cement the lower body where it is. Options here, you can use blocks if you have them. Otherwise, left hand comes to inside of right foot or outside of right foot. Right hand comes to back of the right hip. Hold it there as you twist through the belly. Maybe reaching right arm up, that's optional. Take a breath here. Coming down, other side, big step up. Right leg comes back. Set the knee down, untuck the toe. Soften the hips forward. Sides are different, so just like notice that. Press it back. Square hips. Coming back forward, low lunge. Hands climb up to the thighs. Reach up and big twist to the left. Right through the belly. Again, you can take that little hand option. Keep pressing hips forward. Hands cartwheel down and around. Hamstrings, start your flow here. So forward and back, couple rounds. Moving mindfully, carefully. We'll meet back in our hamstring stretch. Again, cementing low body where it is. Right hand comes to inside of the foot or outside of the foot. Left hand comes to back of the hip. Hold it there. Really think about like spinning the whole rib cage. Maybe then reaching up. Come on down. Cat and cow, you can do a couple rounds here. And then we'll move on to booty. So for booty today, you can do it. I'm doing mine on forearms. You could be up in tabletop, or you could be totally down on the belly, forehead in forearms. The leg movements are going to be the same. So just see what would be right for you. Get yourself set up, knees right under hips, belly engaged, left leg extends, hip height, belly pulls up more, start to tap and lift, tap and lift. Find your beat, back toes are pointed, chest stays open. Now, you're squeezing your butt so that the leg doesn't kick up too high. You're squeezing your butt, that's like acting like your brakes here. Just like before. See if you can squeeze just your left butt cheek here. Keep it squeezed through all the leg movements, okay? We're gonna hold it upright here, little push. Tiny. Like how much more strength can you add to that? How much harder can you squeeze? Can you isolate those glutes? You have 3 glute muscles, and we're going to try to get all of them. So it's up to you to find a lot of the work. Good. Leg bends to 90, keep lifting. Now, if pointing your toe like bothers your feet at all, you can flex your foot instead. I just want you focused on that glute work. So sink into it, work into it. Good, 4, 3, 2, lift, hold and squeeze. Pull the belly in, lift, 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 squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, leg goes long, horizontal line out and in. Now, here you're only traveling like 6 inches or less. And I want you to find the work in both directions. So push and pull. Imagine right underneath your butt cheek, like where thigh meets butt cheek. See if you can let the work come from there this whole time. Really push and pull. Notice if you're leaning into your right hip. You need to push more into the left arm. Good, we're almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it out diagonally. Bend the knee that way, lift and lift. Core, more breath. Focus. Really have to fight for your form. There's a ton going on here. If you're feeling this in the small of your back, you need to pull your belly up. More core support. Keep lifting. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold and squeeze. Focus, squeeze harder. For 4, 3, 2, leg goes back long, lift, tiny lifts. Finish out strong here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. And knee to knee, child's pose. Wiggle your butt side to side, let it go. So let's do the other side, deciding if you want to have the same setup. I think I'm going to do tabletop, like on my palms for this side. Everybody has the same core engagement though. So lift your belly button up toward your spine, lock it there. Right leg extends back, hip height. Don't open your hips, roll them down toward the mat. Tap and lift. Stopping at hip height. Finding the work now here. Steady. Toe taps only lightly. Pressing into the shoulders. Good. See if you can like evenly distribute your weight. Sometimes like when I'm in tabletop here, I'll take my hands wider like mat whip. Good. Maybe tuck the chin a little bit, get that long back of the neck. Hold it up right here, squeeze, tiny lifts. It's like your leg is really reaching back. Draw the low belly up more. I'm gonna say that a million times, okay? Focus. Push into that right hand. Keep squeezing, keep pushing. We're almost done with this whole thing, okay? Push for 4, 3, 2, bend to 90, keep lifting. So if you're really truly holding your core in and squeezing your butt, you're not going to be able to lift your leg that high. That's good. That's what we want. We want to find that resistance, that push. Good. Focus. 4, 3, 2, leg goes long, horizontal. So like however big of a line you're drawing here, make it smaller. People tend to like at first make bar movements really big. So see if you can hone it in a little bit. And then again, imagine that space right under the butt cheek. Let the work come from there. Take your mind's eye there. That's all you're focused on here. The rest of the body is stable and steady. It's fine. Good. Really carve through the air. We are going to hold our leg out diagonally. Bend it there and lift and lift. Fight for your form because the body is getting tired. Push into that right palm. Good. Super tight. More core support. 4, 3, 2, hold and squeeze. Good. Leg goes back long. Find those tiny lifts. Finishing strong. Best form yet. Good. Not leaning into left hip. Lift and hold. And knee to knee, child's pose. Wiggle it around. Let's do some core. So laying back down on the back. Take a big deep breath in. Feel the belly rise. Deep breath out. Feel the belly fall. Start to knit those core fibers together, holding them solid. Legs come up, knees directly over hips. Legs start to bicycle. So you could start small, or you could go bigger. I will say, like, try to challenge yourself and go lower. Obviously, you can bicycle up here. If that's where you're at today, that's awesome. Keep going. Maybe you try to go a little bit lower though. So right away, noticing if that low back is starting to pop up off the mat. You don't want that. We want a natural curve of the spine. Find your beat. Shoulders, hips, anchor down heavy. And it's 4, 3, 2. We're taking this bicycle over to the right. So you start to lift up to be just on the right butt cheek. I'm gonna scoot over. So you've got that twist through the belly. Both shoulders are down on the mat though. Feel how this changes the work and what you need to do to push through it. Good. We'll go 4, 3, 2, back through center. Check that form. Good. See if maybe you can straighten the legs all the way down. And 4, 3, 2, over to the side on that left back of the hip. So your legs are pedaling at an angle here, but both shoulders are down. Still trying to get low and straighten the legs, and it's 4, 3, 2, come back to center. Legs up straight, hands come behind the head. Center crunch, lower down. So slower beat, keep those elbows wide. Exhale to lift. Like, it's like you're blowing out candles, right? So it's like, and that can really help maintain your form, but it contracts your muscles for you. Keep a nice space under the chin. Hold it up. Find little lifts. Good. Keep everything super tight. Now, notice if your core muscles are popping up, pull them down as much as you can. Good. 4, 3, 2, lift and static hold. Hold, hold, hold. Lift higher. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay back down. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Reset that core. Bend those knees 90 degrees. Knees directly over the hips. Right toes lower and lift. So the trick here, though, is we're not changing the bend of the knee. Do you guys see that? We're like lowering from the hip crease. So lower the leg like it's a lever, and then squeeze your belly to help lift that leg back up. And the sole of the foot doesn't touch the mat. You're just hovering it, lifting with control. Couple more. Here we go, left side. So don't let the low back pop up as you lower the leg. That's what's going to determine how low you are sending it. And then make sure the knees stay directly above the hips. As soon as they creep in, that's not as much work. Last 2. Last one, zip them together. Lower both. Almost there. They're not going to go down as far. That's good. Find that shakiness of the core muscles. So close. Last 2. Last one. Plant the feet down, walk the heels in closer to the bum. We're finishing with some more booty. So, core set, feet pressing down, hips lift and lower. But it's not just a lift and lower, it never is, right? So squeeze your butt on the way up hard. And we're not coming down all the way, just floating above the mat. Press. Don't be concerned with how high you're lifting the hips. This isn't supposed to be full bridge. You're squeezing your butt. It's almost like you're pointing the tailbone between the shins. Hold it up. Start to hip circle to the right. So they're small, they're kind of fast. See if you can keep the hips elevated and squeeze the inner thighs and push the feet down hard. Keep squeezing that butt. 4, 3, 2, over to the left. Here we go. So this can be hard if you make it hard. Really try to use as many muscle groups as you can find. Heels are really digging in. Last 4, 3, 2, back to center. Knees open, close, open, close. So this is only hard if you squeeze your butt and you activate the thighs as if you were trying to squeeze something between them, like a blocker ball. So find that work. 8, 7, breathe, almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, come back to center, right leg lifts, keep reaching up. So this is that left foot pushing down, squeezing that left glute. Right foot comes down, reset, keep the hips lifted, find those reaches. Really push that full right foot down in. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, sole to sole, knees all open, butterfly. So start to just slow the breath down. Let yourself sink into your mat a little bit. Starting to come down, starting to allow all that work to sink in. Knees come back in. Maybe you take a happy baby. Little rock side to side. Maybe you straighten one leg at a time. And then rocking up to a seat. We're going to cool down in half pigeon today. So right shin down in front of you, send the left leg long. Take a quick peek back that your toes in line with the leg. Take a moment here. Feel where your hip bones are. They should feel level. If your right hip is lifted a lot, just put like blanket or rolled up towel or shirt under there just for support. And then fold over any amount. You don't have to totally lay down. You could stay upright. Doesn't matter. Like, do what you want. And then see if you can breathe some space into that right hip. Just finding more space. Hips are often so tight because that's where we store emotional stuff for some reason. So that can also be why it's challenging to open them. Challenging on a couple of levels. Pressing up. Option to bend the back leg. Option to reach around for it. Nice, easy release there. Some people like to release half pigeon through a 3-legged downward dog. So if you'd like to do that, lift up and back, shake that leg out, let it go. And we'll set up for the other side. So laying left shin down, same whole deal. Take your time, check that back foot, lengthen through the torso, folding over any amount you want. Sides are different usually, so just noticing that today. And as you settle into your half pigeon, you might want to find small movements. Like sometimes I just rock side to side a little bit, and that can help deal with a intense like edge of a stretch. Just keep breathing. And slowly coming up. Bend the back knee, option to grab it. Easy release. Head back into that three-legged dog, wiggle it out. Coming down to a seat. Big inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment to appreciate what you've accomplished today and for all your neighbors in class. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Again, my name's Haley. And if you can, donate to Black Widow Yoga on Venmo. And I hope to see you guys soon.